Welcome to another MLB 20 Atlanta Braves franchise video here, and we are into the spring training of the 2021 season. As you can see, the Atlanta Braves are coming back. We didn't really make a lot of changes to our roster. We pretty much kept a lot of people as is. Um, we're gonna show our lineup, at least the lineup that we're gonna have. This is what we're looking at for spring training. Uh, it's pretty much gonna be. We're gonna see where a couple of guys are. I want to see how Christian Patch comes along in spring training. He's one of our top 50 prospects. I'm hoping, as you can see, his numbers are awesome. I'm hoping his contact and his power numbers will increase. I mean, he's only 21 years old, so time will tell. A future replacement for Ronald Acuna. You know, well, knock on wood that never happens, but hey, you never know. So, also we've got, also we got Drew Waters, who's been a pretty damn good prospect for us. He's like Patch. He's 21 years old. His hitting, his contact numbers are higher than Patch. He doesn't have the speed that Patch does, but he's got the good contact numbers. His power numbers are good. His vision's pretty decent too. And then of course we've got one of our catching prospects, Shea Langers. He's 23. He's had no MLB experience, but I mean you can look at his numbers, and it's just we get his batting numbers up, he's gonna make for one hell of a good catcher in a couple of years. So, there's that. Rotation is pretty much the rotation pretty much is gonna stay as is. We did. I decided to bring back Cole Hamels. I wasn't sure about him. He went 11-13 last year. There was a thought process of not bringing him back, but honestly, we couldn't take it. We couldn't do it. I mean, we had to bring him back. Lucas Giolito's still under contract. Sean Newcomb, Mike Fulton-Evans is in the major league rotation at this point, and Max Fried. Bullpen is going to be Luke Jackson, Kyle Wright, Ian Anderson, AJ Minter, Tyler Mazik, Kyle Zimmer, Bryce Wilson, Nate Jones, Chris Martin, Will Smith, Robbie Erlin, Tommy Malone, and Grant Dayton. Erlin is gonna, if he becomes, he's not gonna be a starting pitcher for us because his stamina it sucks. His stamina sucks ass. He should be a rotation. Not rotation. He should be a bullpen arm that comes in, gives us maybe 2 innings, and that's it. So that's probably what we might do with him going forward. I don't know how the rotation. I don't know how the bullpen's going to set out through through spring training. We're just gonna have to see how that goes. Anyway, on to a couple of. We're gonna to move around here, and we're gonna show off a couple of moves that were made. I know. Let's see. Oh, Anthony Rizzo is no longer with the Cubs. He signed a deal with the um, he signed a deal with the Tampa Bay Rays. His contract is 8.4 million a year. Let me see. Oh yeah, here it is. His contract is a 5-year contract. He's going to be making 8.4 this year, 9.9, 11.3, 12.7, and 14.2. We're going to see if Rizzo lives up to those numbers or if the Rays bit off more than they could chew on this one. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of it's an interesting concept to see what ends up happening here. I know a couple of other moves that were made. I'm trying to remember. Justin Turner. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. I remember Justin Turner got moved. Ended up signing somewhere. I'm trying to remember where. Let's see. Actually, hang on. Let me do I can't do. I'm trying to think here. I know. I think Justin Turner ended up with the Phillies. I think. Let me see. Okay, yeah, he did. Turner ended up signing with the Phillies on a 1-year deal worth $7 million. He left the Dodgers. There were a couple of interesting trades that were made. I'm trying to remember them all. I should have cycled through this or done something I don't remember, but yeah, I don't. But there weren't any real big moves. I mean, there were a couple of there were a couple of decent moves that were made as far as players signed. I know Corey Kluber ended up leaving Texas. He signed a new contract with the Cubs. He got a 4-year contract, and like I said, he signed with the Cubs. I'm trying to think here of anybody else that um, moved that was of importance. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure of anybody else that moved. So it's pretty much. I mean, there were a couple of little moves here and there. Nothing too major. I mean, you've had your retirements. Albert Pujols retired at the end of the year and ended up getting in the Hall of Fame. There were a couple of other moves that were made. Let me see. And I mean, you can kind of see. Let me see if I remember right. I think we signed. Oh yeah, we signed D. Gordon to a contract, and I don't. I I had nothing to do with it. I left the contract. I left everything on auto because I'm more about I just want to play the games. I don't want to really deal with the front office stuff. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep track of it as far as, hey, this happened for this happened for this, them. You know, we'll see. But we'll see what happens. Got Austin Riley, Dansby Swanson's back, thank God. Another interesting one. I'm not gonna lie, an interesting prospect that a kid that I'm gonna be interested in looking at is gonna be shortstop Paul Black. He's a 75 overall, 19 years old. He is a C potential, but you can see his wheel. He's got 90 stealing, 81 speed. His reaction is a 75. His arm strength is a 63. His fielding's a 74. Honestly, if his contact and his power numbers can go up, I mean, he's only 19, so, I mean, they should. But if he can get those numbers to go up, then, he's going to be ready to go. I mean, the fact that he can play 3 different positions, he can play short, he can play second, and he can play third, gives him versatility. I think that that's a kid that I'm going to be looking at, possibly trying to make sure that he gets to the AA level at least and get some work in this year. Try to get him something. I know all of our draft. I'm trying to remember the draft picks that I signed from last year, where they ended up. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm kind of spacing here. I'm trying to remember. I'm just trying to remember draft picks that I signed last year that are good, but I can't really remember anybody. So, but I don't remember. But anyway, we're gonna have spring training coming up. We're gonna see how everything goes. I don't think I'm gonna play any of the spring training games. Just kind of, go through it and see what happens. But we'll see. But as for that, that's pretty much gonna be it. Next video you're gonna probably see is gonna be for opening day. For opening day when that happens for the Atlanta Braves, as we get ready to start the next year and make another push for the playoffs. So until then, I will see y'all guys later. Y'all have a great night, and until then, we'll see you.